Okay. Yes. So here's the reason. There's nothing I can multiply 13 by to make a 4, and nothing to multiply 4 by to get to a 13. So I would have to change both of them. So in this problem, just like Alan said, I'm going to multiply the bottom by what number to make it the same number would be 2. And then do we need to change the sign as well? Yes. That's when you throw in a negative. Now, the first example we did was a -2. This one's a -2. Please don't think it's always a -2 that you multiply by. That's just a coincidence, okay? So this top one, nothing changes. And don't forget, you're distributing. Everybody gets the -2. Does somebody have their 37 times -2 for me? Winnie is like a math superstar. Yeah. Okay, so that's what you need to see, right? You need to see opposites. If you don't have opposites at this point, something went wrong over here, okay? But once you have your opposites, the rest of it is exactly what we've been doing for the last 2 days, really. So now I can cancel those opposites and add the rest of the system. 13x plus -8x is 5x. 59 minus 74. Say it again. -15. Thank you. Thank you, Alexis. Divide by 5, and x is -3. Right? So we got, in our ordered pair, -3. We're really being careful about making sure we put our x or y in the right place, right? And then, in our last step, plugging it back in for the proper letter. So x is -3. It has to go in for any of those x's. You can pick whichever one you want. It doesn't matter. Okay? So none of them are very nice to me. I'm going to just choose this one, though, that first one. So 13 times negative, where'd you put it? Over there. Did you do the FRQ? Okay, I'll let Mr. Leo know you're coming back. Thank you. 13 times -3 plus 14y equals 59. Sorry, guys. So keep going. What's 13 times -3? What is it? So yeah, this is -39. I think that was Alex. Jules, what's the next step? Do you know? I put you on the spot. Didn't mean to. What'd you say? Yeah, good. Good. See a negative there? Opposite is add, right? 98. And of course, divide by 14. What do we get? Say it one more time. $98 divided by 14 is 7. I don't know if that's what you said. I just couldn't hear you. Thanks, Alex. Okay, so really the hardest part is going to be, if there's a hard part, because I was really impressed yesterday. I'm not going to lie. I was really impressed with how well you guys did. So maybe there is no hard part, but I'm still going to do several with you. Okay? All right. So page 341. Now here's the moment where you're going to make a decision. Are you going to write on paper? I kind of think you should. Or write in here. I don't think there's enough room. Okay? If you have room on yesterday's piece of paper, that's fine. Just make sure you label it, okay? Please, guys, please. Jace, you should have taken that at the beginning of class so you could write notes. You know I don't mind. Help yourself to my paper, guys. I don't mind. It's there for you. Please, I'm begging you to label your paper. It's very hard to grade your packets when I have to look for stuff, and sometimes I just can't find it, and you might lose points because I can't find it, okay? But if you label it, I will flip through all your pages, but just label. All right, let's make sure everybody's ready to go before we start. Now, if you get ahead of me, which is fine, and you choose a different letter or something like that than I do, that's okay. Just make sure at the end you get the same answer. Remember, there's choices you get to make along the way. 341. Mm-hmm. Alan, are you writing on another piece of paper? Okay. Write neatly, please, my dear. Okay, we have choices, X's and Y's. There's no wrong answer, okay? And even on this one, I don't really think there's one that's easier. Maybe the what? Does anybody have an opinion about which one's easier? X's or Y's? X, I agree. Whoever said that, do you want to tell me why? Why do you think? They're already opposite signs, right? So if you're going to choose the Y's, you're fine. You just have to multiply the top by -4. You introduce a negative in somewhere, not impossible, just a potential for mistakes, right? Anytime I can deal with just positive numbers, I do. So I can multiply the top, Elisa, by what? 3, right? Not -3, because they're already opposite signs, right? We already have a positive and a negative. So don't forget to give it to everybody, though, okay? And we're not doing anything to the bottom. See why we didn't need to do a negative on this one? And as long as you have opposites, you're ready to add the system together. Okay, so the x's cancel on out. 3y plus 4y is 7y. 6 plus 15 is 21. Divide by 7, and y is 3. Okay. Make sure you put it in the right place. If y is 3, I can plug it in here, 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 here. Your choice. Lots of choices. No wrong answer. I'm going to choose that first equation. X plus 3. Just took out the y, plugged in 3. We didn't need parentheses on that one because there's nothing to multiply y by in this problem. That makes it a little easier. Minus 3. Minus 3, x is -1. Any questions on number 1? Okay. You know you can ask. So I'm being really careful when I copy the problem down. It's so easy for our eyes to stray and look at a different problem by accident. It happens to me all the time. Choices, x's or y's. It really doesn't matter. Let's just talk about it. If we're going to do the x's, Caroline, what would I multiply by? Your name's not Caroline. You know? Delaney Hilper. Okay, -7, right? Because the opposite of 7x would be -7x. So we definitely need the 7, right? And then to change the sign, a -7. Make sense? Okay, if we were going to do the y's, what would we multiply that top one by? Somebody tell me. Sylvia, what would I multiply the top one by? 5. You choose, guys. You're going to get the same answer as me. I like doing not a negative number, which is a positive number. So I'm going to do 5. That's what I'm choosing. Or you could have done -7. If you started the -7, don't erase it. You didn't do anything wrong. Okay? Just anytime I don't have to multiply by a negative number, it's just one less thing that I could get wrong. Okay? That's the only reason I chose that. -36, 34. Oh, help me. -40. Fine, nobody's helping me. I'll figure it out on my own. Oops. -12. Divide by 12. Divide by 12. X equals -2. See how sometimes your first answer is a Y, sometimes it's an X? It just depends on how the problem goes, okay? So just be really careful. I have X. It can go in for any of the X's. It doesn't matter which one. I like that one. So I'm taking out X, plugging in -2. So what do I do to get this -2 to the other side? Alan, what do I do? Yeah. Plus. Right? Opposites. Opposites. +2. Don't forget, careful, common mistake spot right here is forgetting that there's a negative in front of that Y. It goes with it, okay? And that gives you a -6 over here. And remember, that's a -1 in front. If it helps you to write it, go ahead. But then you just divide both sides by -1. And Y is +6. Good. All right, so I'm going to help you set up number 3 and number 4. I'm not going to solve them. Let's just help. I'm going to help you set them up, and then I'll leave number 5 to do all by yourself. So let's get number 4. Sorry, that's not the right problem. Number 3 is X. This one definitely has a letter that's easier. Number 3 definitely has one that's easier. What would it be? X. Yeah. If you choose the Y, you're not wrong, but you have to do both equations by something. Okay? On the top, you can just multiply the top equation by not 3, not 5. We're doing X's. 4. Okay? Now, don't work on it yet. Leave the space if you want to. Let's look at number 4. I'm setting them up with you first. Okay, so just stay with me for a second. And then I'll give you the answers as well, and you just show the work. So you should be copying down number 4 right now. Really, either letter is pretty much the same amount of work. If you want to get rid of the X's, you would multiply the bottom by -2, right? So 2 makes it a 6. Negative will change the sign. Or if you wanted to get rid of the Y's, that's what I'll do in this one. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to choose the Y. Okay. I would multiply the top equation by. Well, to make it the same number, I need a 2, right? 2 times Y is 2Y. But we don't want them exactly the same. We want them to be opposite. So to change the sign, you have to make it a negative. Okay? So here, it was a little bit neater. So there's how we set up number 3, how we set up number 4. No work is shown. You still have to show the work. Those are the answers. And I'm letting you do number 5 all by yourself. Okay? Give me 1 sec. I promise I will be around to help you. Quick, quick, quick. We want this to become the same number. So how do you make a student look like? I think that the time Thank you.